So you living through the beginning of the artificial intelligence revolution. And if you don't fucking pay attention, you're gonna sit on the sidelines like a fucking third string quarterback. You're gonna look back a few years from now wondering how you missed it. I'm here coming from the future to tell you in the present moment, don't wondering how you missed it. I'm here coming from the future to tell you in the present moment, don't do nothing fucking stupid like miss out on investing in what could be one of the most monumental moments in history. Just like when they was so-called going to the moon, they having the same thing like the race to power AI. They want to know who's going to be the AI powerhouse in the future. Right? Not just AI, microchips, quantum computing, but I just wanted to put emphasis on investing in the future right now. Investing in the future in the present. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to wake you up. I'm gonna get my water. I ain't trying to spread FOMO, because this I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. The stock market right. I ain't trying to spread FOMO, because this I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. The stock market right now is shaping the future of wealth. So we got companies that leading the revolution like Nvidia, AMD, Microsoft, all these companies that's leading this revolution. This ain't hype. This shit happening right in front of us every week. They got new breakthroughs. Every month, more industries is being transformed and shit. AI is not just a tool. It's the beginning of the future. It's becoming the engine that run businesses. A lot of y'all use AI, so y'all already know what direction it's headed in. Healthcare, education, transportation, entertainment, everything. It is literally being incorporated into everything. So what does that mean for you? It means that this is not the time to miss out. It's the time to position yourself. This is the time to understand, to learn, and to build. Think about the people who bought Amazon when it was $10 a share. Think about the people who bought Apple Computer. Think about those who saw what Microsoft was before the world caught up to you know, what was really going on, right? Think about it. Some of y'all was old enough to see this shit back then, but you know, for those who wasn't, think about it. Some of y'all was old enough to see this shit back then, but you know, for those who wasn't, this is your opportunity. Like I said, every generation gets an opportunity like this. So the people that did, they not just investors no more. They free. They bought time. They bought peace. They bought choices. That's what I want for you. I want you to be in a position where you look back and say, man, I'm glad I fucking paid attention, right? Because the AI movement is creating the same kind of opportunity, but really even bigger than when the cell phones and the computers and all that shit came out. Why am I saying this? Because AI is not just a product. It's a platform that every product, every business, every device will eventually depend on. We talking about business, every device will eventually depend on. We talking about self-learning systems that make decisions, create content, trade stocks, drive cars, analyze markets, and even help you manage your money. That's a powerful tool. It's already being used. It's already happening before our eyes. Don't think that, you know, you're early because you're really late, but don't be too late. It ain't too late. You see what I'm saying? This is where the wealth is being built right now, right in front of our eyes. So the question is you going to barbecue or is you going to mildew? That's my question. Are you going to be a spectator or a participant? Are you going to watch this shit happen or are you going to be a part of it? Because in a few years, it's going to be two types of people. It's going to be the ones who acted early and the ones who wish they had. Y'all hear me? Put a W in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Tonight, my mission is to make sure you become one of the people who act. I want to make sure you one of the people who act. The power of execution. What up, Ro? So we're going to talk about why right now is the window. This is how you want to start building your portfolio, how to protect yourself from dips, and how to set yourself up for wealth that's about to come. Because we don't chase it. You chasing paper, you chasing money, it's running from you. We attract it. All right, I want to break something down. I'm going to tell you why this moment is real powerful. Because when you understand this, you realize that missing this AI wave could be one of the most expensive mistakes of your life. Now, I hope I got your attention. I want you to understand what's actually happening right now so you can see why I'm saying this is a once in a generation opportunity. So we'll start with something simple. Every single major technological leap in history has created massive wealth. Not for everyone, but for the people who was awake during that shift. So when the Industrial Revolution began, factory owners got rich. When the cars took over and motherfuckers stopped riding horses, automakers got rich. When oil became used as energy, right? Oil barons got rich. When computers and the internet arrived, tech investors got rich. So what am I connecting all this shit with AI? How am I connecting this with AI? The new wave of wealth is being built right now in real time. The difference this time is that AI is everywhere at once. It's not just one industry. It's all of them. Inside your phone, your car, your bank app, your doctor's office, your job, your marketing feed, your social media, every fucking where. The grocery store, everywhere. Let's be clear. Let's be clear about what AI really means. It's not just robots walking around and shit. It's algorithms that learn, adapt, and can make decisions, generate codes, design buildings, write music, analyze financial markets faster than any human thought they could. Like 40 of your ass wrapped up into one. Y'all probably like blasphemy. I'm serious. It's not science fiction no more. This shit happening right now. Some of y'all saw this shit on sci-fi movies when y'all was kids and shit, right? Twilight Zone or whatever. But no, this is happening right now. My pops tell me all the time that he grew up watching the Jetsons and that they had Apple Watches and shit back then, showing they was talking about this then. But the reason why this is so important is because this is the same inflection point that we saw when the internet was born. Right? Remember what happened then in the 90s? People were skeptical. They didn't realize that the internet was just about, they thought it was just about browsing, but it was connecting the whole world then. It was making businesses rich as fuck then. Amazon started in a garage. Y'all don't hear me though. Google was just two students in a dorm. Y'all saw the Facebook movie. Apple almost went bankrupt before the iPod helped them out. Y'all remember the iPods? Who had an iPod? I had a Zune. I ain't had no iPod. But yeah, the few people who understood where the world was heading, who could see the pattern, those are the ones who became millionaires and billionaires. Yeah, them iPods was they. I don't know. I think they could have kept those going, but now our phones is iPod. We don't even need the damn iPod no more. But you got companies like NVIDIA designing the chips. They designing the chips that power AI. So once you think about AI, you got to think about what is it made of? Those chips that power AI, that's now gold. That's the new gold. Because without them, the AI don't exist. They are the engines that's driving the revolution. MP3 life. Yeah, I remember the MP3 life, man. It was the days. And then you got AMD, another microchip giant. They right behind NVIDIA, pushing the limits on how fast they computing, like how the computing speed and the power efficiency. So I know all this sound like some nerd shit, yet you're using your phone, yet you don't want to get upset when your computer or some shit moves slow, right? But you happy as hell when it's moving fast, or when you can talk to somebody or send some money to somebody overseas real fast, or listen to, me talk on a cell phone. All this technology, or getting a car that's that was charged with electricity, right? Or talk to somebody on your watch, or watch television in a plane, right? Whatever the list may be, whatever it is, they using AI for shit you can't even think of right now. But I just want you to pay attention because I'm going somewhere with this. AI is pretty much changing the world right before our eyes, and I don't think we paying attention. I want y'all to pay attention. Microsoft pouring billions of dollars into AI. They building entire ecosystems around this shit. Google, Meta, Tesla, Amazon, they all racing to dominate this next era of intelligence. And I'm trying to put y'all on. There's a lot of hidden gems out there. We got companies like MP. I'll be telling y'all about MP. The shit down a little bit by now. It's down. Let me see if I pull up a chart of MP real quick. Let me pull up MP. Everything in the downtrend. Here we go, MP. Excuse me. MP. Rare Earth. It's a good one. This is a rare earth stock. It's a smaller company like MP Materials. They provide the rare earth minerals that's needed to make all this advanced technology possible. Without those materials, we can't make high performance chips, magnets, or electric motors. Y'all think I'm just talking about this shit for no reason? Motherfucking DeepSeek Act got me selling all my NVIDIA at $130 and into QQQ says just Viet. Mazel says bull is hitting bottom. We've been waiting on bull to hit the bottom. But yeah. Yeah, MP, it's a good one right here, y'all. It's a good one because without the materials, we can't do all this fancy shit that we doing. If you're wondering where the next major growth could come from, you looking at it. It's all connected. Semiconductors, energy, data, automation. It's all connected. It's one big, massive ecosystem that's feeding the AI engine. This is not the future no more. This is actually the present. Right? This is where the future meets the present. Right? This is where the future meets the present. So the reason most people miss out on wealth building moments like this is not because they future self ain't come through a fucking time machine and slap them across the head and say, hey, bro, you need to buy this shit right now so we can be straight in the future. No, that's not why. Nah, it's because they lazy or unintelligent. Nah, right? It ain't because they lazy or unintelligent. Nah, it's because they distracted. They don't recognize what time it is. Right? You don't know what time it is. It ain't Dame time. Nigga, it's time to buy some AI. They scrolling through entertainment while the world is being rewritten in front of them. And I don't know about y'all, bro, but I'm going to take my place amongst the affairs of the wealthy. You hear me? I ain't got time to bullshit around. I don't know why y'all do. AI is not coming. It's already here. Companies are already using this shit to replace your ass at work. You think I'm playing? It's replacing jobs. Speed up operations in every form you could think of. It's speeding up. I'm talking about rich robotics. Robots that's doing the work instead of you. You don't gotta have time. I don't got time for it either, rich dad next door. Maybe you already the rich dad next door. So, you know what I'm talking about? Until I'm the rich dad. It ain't even gonna be rich dad next door. It's gonna be rich dad in the middle of nowhere with a private property. The mailman gonna have to drop the mail off outside the private gates, the pearly gates. Real pearl on the gate. There will be signs. No doubt. Rich in money, love, and health. I want that for everybody in the live stream. I want that for everybody in the live stream tonight. But yeah, I want you to pay attention because the company's already using them. And as they use them, they making a lot of money. And when they make a lot of money, the stock price rise. That's how the wealth gets transferred to those who don't pay attention. It gets transferred from those who don't pay attention to those who do. So you need to understand that what's happening now is going to shape the next fucking 10, 15, 20 years of your financial life. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a get rich intelligently opportunity. So just go ahead and try the QQQ since you asking me that. Go look up Q. Just go trade QQQ. Rich Dad, you pay attention, man. You know what to do. You know what to do. The people who start positioning now, even with small investments, Rich Dad, them are the ones who going to look back and later and say, that was the turning point. Now, I'm not telling anyone to just throw money at random stocks, you know, because you're asking me what should you do. I'm not telling you to just throw money at random stocks. I'm saying learn the fundamentals. You asking me what to do. Listen closely. Learn the fundamentals. Follow the sectors. Pay attention to where the money, pay attention to where the capital is flowing. Because the truth is, AI is not just creating new industries, it's reshaping the ones that already exist. So pay attention. Finance, education, healthcare, transportation, retail, all them shits is being transformed right now and automated. They all want to do some automated shit. They want a money machine, the money making machine. This is what's going to power the future. You want to know how the fuck we're going to get into the Jetsons? This is how it's going to happen. Imagine hospitals ran by AI to deliver products instantly with no errors, supposedly, right? Because them motherfuckers going to make mistakes too. But imagine cars that don't just drive themselves. They make decisions based on billions of data points in real time. So this ain't science fiction. It's a stock market opportunity. That's all I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to make sure I brought that up first before I went into any. I got a cram course I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna help people understand how to read price action and price structure. I got some individual stocks to go over, but this my opening statement right here. So this was just the intro. I'm just getting started. Hit the follow button if you're new here. While I'm yapping, I need y'all tapping. So the reason I'm pressing this shit so hard is because we seen this before. We seen what happened when innovation meets opportunity. We seen what happened when new technology redefined human behavior. We seen what happened when innovation meets opportunity. We seen what happened when new technology redefined human behavior. The wealth that follows that shit is explosive. That's why I'm saying this ain't the time to be asleep. This the time to educate yourself. Educate yourself. Educate yourself. This is the time to start small, to position yourself. Because even if you just buying fractional shares of some shit, even if you learning how ETF work, the point is to get in the game. My mama used to love the lottery. She used to tell me, son, you can't win if you don't play. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Somebody said we'll continue to dollar cost. We finna talk about that. We're going to talk about the dollar cost averaging in a minute. All right. For those who wait for the perfect moment, you know what I'm saying? Y'all going to be straight. I'm not going to stress too much. We just living in an era where information is free and people get the information, but they don't execute it. So I just want y'all to have the power of execution. She won a lot, Monkey Dog. Monkey Dog, she won a lot. Mondukes used to hit. Don't get me talking about my mama now, bro. Anyways, so, yeah, the power of execution is rare. So your future going to depend on anyways. So, yeah, the power of execution is rare. So your future going to depend on what you do with the information that you already got right now. Right? So you understand what's happening and it's fresh on your frontal lobe. You can see why this moment feel familiar. Why it looked like the early 2000s all over again. Because if you think about it, history repeats itself. It always does. And what we can do is learn from the people who caught the last big wave, and we can learn from the people who missed it too. Before anybody get too excited and start throwing money at everything, with the word AI in it, I want you to calm the fuck down and think about this shit for a minute. Let me teach you something that separates smart investors from emotional ones, right? It's called what some dollar cost averaging. Put a W in the chat if you want to learn what dollar cost averaging is. Let me see them W's. The W's that stand for my winners. Inbox me if you need help setting up. Inbox me if you need help setting up. I need your name and your number and the best time to call you. But it's not gonna be right now, Cheesy. I got you. Inbox me. Yeah, y'all don't see none of W's. There we go. I see a couple of them. That's all I needed to see. So we're gonna talk about dollar cost averaging, right? Because if you truly want to build wealth and protect yourself from fear and make sure you're not buying at the worst time, this right here is your foundation. This is your foundation. So this is how it works in the simplest of terms. I'm gonna make it real simple for you. Dollar cost averaging means you invest the same amount of money at regular intervals, no matter what the market is doing. But me personally, I like to do this whenever on the red days. So if I'm investing throughout time, every time I see it's down, I'm buying in. But that's it though in a nutshell. It's not about trying to time the market. It's about spending time in the market. It ain't about timing the market. It's about time in the market, right? You pick an amount that fits your life, maybe $50, $100, $200 a week. This is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. I'm trying to teach you what dollar cost average means. And you invest it consistently every week, every month, no matter what. When the prices are high, your money going to buy fewer shares. When the price drop, your money going to buy more shares. Over time, that evens out your cost. It's going to smooth out the volatility, and it's going to let your portfolio grow naturally with the market. But Ms. Law said it right. Red equals stock sale. That's right. Let me paint a picture for you. Red equals stock sale. That's right. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you decide to invest $100 every week into a strong company. Let's say NVIDIA or AMD. One week the price is high and you buy one share. The next week the price dips, you buy 2 shares. Next month it go up again, you may buy 0.8 of a share. It don't matter what the fuck the price is doing day to day. What matter is that you accumulating ownership. You are strengthening your position this way, steadily, consistently, and without emotions. 1K like, man's talking big facts. I know it hurt my feelings, Jess. It be like that. They don't be wanting to show no support. It be like that, but it ain't, I don't worry about it, Jess. I'm starting to realize that, it's more about quality and not about quantity. I care about the ones that support me. I support them. Them the ones I'm here for. Everybody else just, they just happen to catch some freebies. But if you follow me, right? You follow me, I'm going to lead you to victory, ladies. Pop used to always say, if I say a duck can pull a truck, then hook it up, guys. Now, the secret is this the secret. Dollar cost averaging. This is what most people overlook, because the truth is it's not about time in the market. It's not time in the market that's making people rich. It's consistency. Like you trying to, when is it gonna happen? When is this gonna go up? Don't think about that. I want you to think about even the greatest investors in the world, like Warren Buffett. He tell people the dollar cost average, because ain't nobody. Even the greatest investors in the world, like Warren Buffett, he tell people the dollar cost average, because ain't nobody perfect. Can't nobody perfectly predict what the fuck the market gonna do next week. But if you keep investing on a regular basis, I don't give a fuck if it's $5. You got to think about this. It's better than none. You can't win. You gotta have a horse in the race. Real talk, but you got to do it consistently though. If you keep investing on a regular basis, the long-term trend is going to work in your favor. That's especially true in growing sectors like AI and technology. This is where short-term ups and downs are normal, but the long-term growth is going to always be explosive with this shit. And I know this because I'm the motherfucker walking through the time machine coming to tell you. The time, you gonna be like, man, I'm so glad this dude told me back in 2025, because if somebody had told your ass in 2020, your life right now would be different. Hell, if somebody had told you in April, your life right now would be different. The April dip was life-changing. Like what happened in April was life-changing to a lot of people. Put a W in the chat if you was able to buy that dip in April. This year. So a lot of my clients call me today when Bitcoin started crashing. They call me when the market started dipping, like, don't be afraid. This ain't the time to be afraid. You shouldn't be fearful, ready to sell every motherfucking thing. No, you don't sell everything right now. I'll give you another example. If you invest $100 every week for 1 year, how much is that? Right, around 5,200, I think. Now imagine if you keep doing that for 5 years. That's 26,000 invested. But if the average annual return of your portfolio is even as little as 10%, your money gonna start compounding. 26 gonna turn into over 40 bands, maybe more, depending on how it perform. I know that's too much math, but it's all right. 26 gonna turn into over 40 bands, maybe more, depending on how it perform. I know that's too much math, but it's all right. The ones who get it, my mathematicians, y'all know what I'm talking about. That's without you trying to do, that's without trying to time anything. That's just you being disciplined. Now, it's not about how much you invest right now. It's about how consistent you are. Your goal is to build habits that grow wealth while you sleep. The massive passive income. You don't need to buy a full share every time. You can use fractional investing, right? That let you buy a few dollars worth of some shit. That's all it takes to start. When you try to time the market, though, your emotions going to take over. When you dollar cost average, the logic takes over. You know what I'm saying? And this is, in this game, this is logical. Logic going to win every time. Now, let's be real. There's going to be dips. There will be some dips, right? It's going to be a lot of red days. There will be fear in the headlines. The news is going to be some fear-mongering shit going on. But that's when most people stop investing. But that is when the wealth is actually built, my friends. That's when the wealth is actually... Hey, y'all, hit the follow button if you're new here. I'm trying to make it to, what I need, 7K followers tonight. I'm going to stay live until I get 7,000 followers. I think about 120 more followers tonight. So if y'all could hit that follow button, share the live out, share it to your story. That'll help a brother out. Give me the HBO special, the help a brother out special. Now, if you keep dollar cost averaging through these dips, you're going to buy more at lower prices. You see what I'm saying? You're going to get a lot more shares at lower prices. That is going to help you because it means when the market bounce back, your portfolio going to accelerate even faster. Y'all going to experience this shit, and it's going to make you feel some type of way, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to make you feel some type of way. I done had people hit me up and be like, bruh, you was right, blah, 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 blah. Right? I ain't going to say nothing else. That's why I done had people hit me up and be like, bruh, you was right, blah, 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 blah. Right? I ain't going to say nothing else. That's all I'm going to say because I want to show you better than I can tell you. This is not financial advice. It's actually common fucking sense. I'm just playing. It's not common sense. Family that talk about this shit. And a lot of times when you listening to the news or other YouTubers and stuff, they speaking a lot of fancy jargon, making it hard to understand, right? So they can charge you $5,000 fucking dollars to learn some shit you really can ask AI to show you how to do it. Like, for real, I mean, shit. Only thing AI can't do is be me. You feel me? AI can't be me. I am AI, but I'm authentic intelligence. You hear me? I am AI, but I'm authentic intelligence. You hear me? It's a difference between artificial intelligence and authentic intelligence. They both AI. I ain't talking about Allen Iverson. You feel me? All right, I'm going with the show. Right? So look, imagine two friends. One of them invest all their money at one time when the prices is high. And then the other invest a little bit every month consistently, on a consistent basis. After a few years, the market going to go through some ups and downs. Guess which one end up with more shares, a lower average cost? The market going to go through some ups and downs. Guess which one end up with more shares, a lower average cost, and a higher total return? Can y'all tell me? Tell me in the chat. I'm going to say that again. Imagine two friends. One of them invests all their money at one time when the prices are high. The other one invests a little every month consistently. And after a few years, after a bunch of ups and downs, who do you think gonna end up with more shares at a lower price and made more money? It's the consistent person. It's the one that invested consistently. Every single time it's gonna be that person, no matter how the cookie crumbles. So don't worry about whether, because the perfect time isn't something you wait for. It's something you fucking create through repetition and through discipline. Put a W in the chat if you learned something tonight. I'm not playing with y'all at. Put a W in the chat tonight. I'm not playing with y'all at. Put a W in the chat. Dollar cost averaging. Don't ever act like you don't know no more. You should start doing it. It's going to help you out in the future. You can get started. Stop acting like you can't afford it, but you just bought a motherfucking double cheeseburger or some shit. You just bought some Starbucks. Wow! But you don't got enough money to invest. You gotta make it make sense, man. Investing is not about fucking luck. It's not gambling. It's the cousin of it, but it's really mostly about behavior. This shit is psychological. So the people who stay consistent when everybody else get emotional, them the people who win. Dollar cost averaging gonna give you a peace of mind. It's gonna help you from panicking when the market drop. It's gonna keep you from getting greedy when the prices run up. It's gonna keep you focused on the long-term vision. This the vision of owning assets that's going to grow as AI continues to expand into every part of our everyday life. Everybody, what y'all thought I was going to get on here and only talk about trade and stock options, huh? Y'all thought I was just going to talk about trade and futures, huh? Well, I want y'all to know that that's the gambling aspect of it. Over 90% of your calls and puts expire worthless because you really don't know what the fuck you're doing. All you know how to do is buy a call or a put. You don't know how to sell them. You don't know how to do none of the other strategies, but you don't even want to take the time to learn. And when I say you, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get in your feelings, whoever you do none of the other strategies, but you don't even want to take the time to learn. And when I say you, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get in your feelings, whoever you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who needs to hear this. But for those who know better, y'all know what to do. Don't ever stop learning. Don't ever stop learning. Just because you don't do any of those things don't mean you can't learn how to do these things. Right? Don't get caught up like everybody else. That's why I made this main part about dollar cost averaging, because it's definitely going to help you. It's going to keep you from being fucked up. Like, now this the part you can put into action tonight. You can choose a few solid companies, some ETFs that focus on AI, some ones that focus on semiconductor. You do this. You can set a schedule, weekly or monthly, and automate your investment so you don't even got to think about it, right? Stick to your plan. You don't want to stop when the prices fall. Don't chase when the prices rise. You want to stay consistent. You want to keep learning too. Follow me. Hit the follow button. Hit the link in my bio. Join the community. Sign up for the masterclass. Whatever you need. Inbox me your name and your number if you need my bio. Join the community. Sign up for the masterclass. Whatever you need. Inbox me your name and your number if you interested. I got you. We can if you want to continue to learning outside this live, please feel free to reach out to me. I actually got about 6 slots. Matter of fact, 5 slots left because someone just reached out to me and I can see people inboxing me now. So I don't have too many more slots for the rest of this year, but it's okay. You don't need me. You can learn this on your own. That's the thing I want to make sure I put everybody out there for the rest of this year, but it's okay. You don't need me. You can learn this on your own. That's the thing I want to make sure I put everybody out there. Like, I'm not one of them people that want you to think you need me. And even if you did, this is Harvard. Everybody can't get in this shit. I want y'all to remember this, though. Consistency beats intensity. Small, steady moves done over the years is going to outperform them emotional big swings that y'all see everybody posting how much money they made that's getting you hooked to this shit. You're going to make a lot of money if you just start investing. Don't even worry about that. Just start investing. And don't just do $5 now and then stop. No, you want to be consistent. And the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward, right? It take money to make money. Scared money don't make no money. Y'all know how the fuck that shit go, man. Y'all know how it go. So to everybody that's listening, if you take one thing away from this live stream, I want you to let it be this. Don't chase the hype. Build a habit. Don't try to predict the future. You got to position yourself for the future. You don't want to let fear or greed control your decisions. You want to let your strategy supposed to guide you. This is how regular people build wealth in extraordinary times. This is how you prepare for the dips and shit that we just witnessed today. And the recoveries that we could witness tomorrow. Anybody y'all had one hell of a signal. Because I told y'all the market was going to dip. We sat here and I gave a 2-hour masterclass. Stinky, didn't I tell them it was going to dip yesterday? Didn't I say that it was bearish sentiment? We talked about it. We talked about it, the wedge that it was in. That's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, just pay attention, okay? That's all I want you to do is pay attention. That's it. That's it. Let your strategy guide you. That's it. When you dollar cost average, it's not just a method, it's a mindset. Now that you understand how to move smart, we're going to talk about how to handle the emotional side of this shit, because that's where most people lose their focus and give up right before they could see a breakthrough. If you on the verge of breaking through in your trading journey and you about to give up, I'm glad I caught your ass before you did that, right? Stop acting like that. In your trading journey and you about to give up, I'm glad I caught your ass before you did that, right? Stop acting like that. Get off that bullshit. You're going to miss out. You're going to be the one blocking your blessings, and I don't want you to do that. So I'm here for the half of you that needs you to stop and get off the bullshit. We're going to talk about how to prepare your mindset. So I'm here for the half of you that needs you to stop and get off the bullshit. We're going to talk about how to prepare your mindset for whenever the market do what it's doing right now. You can stay steady when everybody else is panicking and shit. Markets go up and down. That's just how this shit works. I'm going to get you ready for what's guaranteed to happen. At some point, you're going to see a dip. The price is going to fall. The news is going to get scary. Your friends going to start panicking. And your emotions going to start talking loud. That's when people sell, though. And that's when the fear take over, because they don't understand. I want you to understand. Those dips are not punishment. These are opportunities. Dreeg, what's handing in? Yeah, it's not that. Every great investor knows. So when people start panicking and shit, assets go on sale. When the crowd runs away, the disciplines step forward. We the disciplined motherfuckers. We gonna step forward because we know what to do. We know to buy the dip. That's what I want for you. You want to see red days, not as danger, but as a discount. If you walked into your favorite store right now and you saw some shit that costs $1,000 and they got it marked down to $400, you gonna call that a sale, right? You gonna be excited. You gonna grab the shit. But when the same thing happened in the stock market, people do the opposite. You see $1,000 stock drop to $400 and be like, oh no, it's over. Oh no. Looking at it, you be like, oh no, it's over. That's backwards as hell. That's stupid. I ain't gonna call it stupid. It's emotional. It's not logic, bro. Emotion is the enemy of progress. That's why I'm teaching you all this extra shit like dollar cost averaging and all this other shit I done said, because it keeps your head clear when everybody else is losing they shit like a chicken with the head cut off, right? It's gonna turn fear into opportunity for you. When you stick to your plan and you invest through the dips and you buy more shares at better prices, and when the market rebound, which it always does, Radical, what's happening? When the market rebound, it always do, you're going to come out way ahead. What's happening, Radical? Y'all Radical in the building. Do me a favor, y'all, hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, when you stick to your plan, bro, you buy through them dips, you gonna come out on top. Even when you look back, remember 2008? And some of y'all like, do I remember 2008, bro? Some of y'all was born in 2008. Some of y'all was born in 2000. Radical said, don't be him and be greedy. It be like that. But yeah, the financial crash, everybody panicked. But the people who kept buying during that time, who kept their discipline, they portfolios exploded in the years after. I'm talking about to the moon. They're going to the moon in my future voice. Hey, Drew, you fucked up when you showed me how to use the soundboard. You hear me? I love the soundboard. I'm gonna go get my own. I'm gonna have a bunch more sounds, and y'all ain't gonna never get me to stop pressing these buttons over. For real. But no, 2020, the pandemic crash. Y'all saw that shit. The same story. People who stayed invested, who didn't sell, who even added to their positions. They came out wealthier than you know why? Because panic is gonna create a price that's gonna look out for you. It ain't gonna reflect reality. The price is not gonna be what it should be, but it's gonna be cheap enough for you to get in before it go to where it should be. Discipline is gonna create wealth when everybody else is scared, bro. This the game, this the mindset. This is why you hear everybody say buy the dip. So when you see the headline saying market crash or investors are fleeing, I want you to remember this shit, because every crash looked the fucking same. It looked like chaos in the moment. But years later, it looked like a massive buying opportunity. That's all it ended up being. That's why you never let short-term fear destroy your long-term vision. I don't know what the fuck they gain out of fear harboring, but don't let it get you fucked up. You're not investing for this week. You're not investing for this month. You're investing for your future self. Tonight been different. I usually come on this motherfucker and talk about some short-term stock option shit. But even then, I'm telling you, buy monthly expiration dates or leaps. All this short-term shit, you're going to be liquidity in the market. You not, who the fuck you think you is, John Wick? What you thought you was finna do? So I ain't saying that y'all can't. Some of y'all is John Wick, Xenon, the female warrior, Hercules. Some of y'all do go hard in the market. I ain't knocking that, but I'm just saying, let's be for real. Somebody says I buy 30 to 45 days out of longer. That makes sense to me, Radical. If you're going to do a 0 days to expire, just know what the fuck you doing. Just know you bought a bucket of melting ice cream and you only have a certain amount of time to salvage it before it all melts. You bought a ticket to a concert in the middle of the day and you trying to sell that ticket to somebody else. And nigga, the concert almost over. And then you bought a weekly expiration date and you holding them up to the end of the week. And it expired tomorrow and you holding that shit today like I'm going to get rid of it tomorrow. And it's $3 out the money. You think you finna make some money because you don't know what time decay is. But that's why I want you to study it. Now that I said it, all you got to do is study it. I was telling my twin V, like, hey, I studied how to fix my credit and I taught myself because somebody was giving a seminar and all they had to do was say one word, 2 words actually. And I went, that's all I needed. They was charging $5,000 for the information too. But once they said consumer law, that's all I needed to hear, ladies and gentlemen. Because I went and did my own research and I learned how to do it myself. So when you hear me use these words, take advantage, man. Take advantage. What's your favorite long-term hold for Roth stocks? I'm really going over mainly AI scene sounds. Yeah, I'm going over AI. But if you join the community, hit the link in my bio, you can actually get a list of everything that I'm in right now. You can see it. It's posted in there. But yeah, somebody asked me, do I trade earnings in the Discord earlier? Yeah, I trade earnings season. I just gave a 2-hour seminar a webinar right here on TikTok about earnings season. I don't know if y'all was here the other day. But the version of you in the future is going to look back and say, damn, I'm glad I was in Dude Live that night. It's going to look back and say, damn, I'm glad I was in Dude Live that night. Yeah. I'm investing for my future self. I don't know about y'all. You should be investing for your future self. That's the version of you 5, 10, 15 years from now that's going to be thanking you for having the courage to stay consistent when other people didn't. All right. What about this? Do y'all ever think about the future version of yourself? Y'all don't think about that? Or do y'all just only look back into the past? Imagine your future self looking back on this moment. Y'all don't think about that? Or do y'all just only look back into the past? Imagine your future self looking back on this moment, remembering that you made the decision not to quit, not to fold up like I ain't gonna say, but to stay focused. That version of you is gonna be financially free. They calm, they living life on their own terms, and it all started with the mindset that you built today. Algorithm looked out for you, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is about, y'all. This ain't about chasing hype. This is about becoming disciplined. Disciplined. I always tell y'all, I compare being a mentor to being a personal trainer. If someone hires a personal trainer, they usually know how to do push-ups and sit-ups. Sometimes they don't know how to properly do it, and I can show you how to properly do it. But if some people, you already know how to do push-ups and sit-ups, but I'm here to make sure that you actually stay consistent and disciplined, and so that you can see results. And if I catch you eating a slab of ribs, I'm slapping that shit out your hands. Or if I catch you eating a hamburger or some wings or some shit, I'm slapping it out your hands, a slice of pizza. I'm here to make sure you don't actually do the shit you're not supposed to be doing. Right? And if I can't help you, you need to call that gambling hotline that they got on FanDuel for people that's addicted to gambling. I want you to detach your ego from your money. You are not your portfolio. When the price dip, it's not personal. Stop taking this shit personal. It's just a part of the market cycle. Don't let red numbers make you doubt your intelligence or your strategy. Number 2, remember why. Remember why you doing this shit. Why are you investing? Is it freedom? Is it legacy? Is this shit for security for your family? Are you gambling? When you remember your why, the short-term fear is going to lose the grip that it got on you. And number 3, I want you to, when in doubt, zoom the fuck out. Zoom out. When y'all looking at this screen, do you got your nose on the fucking screen, on the phone right now? No. Rhetorical question. Don't answer it. When you watching television, do you put your nose on the television screen? Do you put your nose on the TV? No, scoot the fuck back so you can see the bigger picture. When in doubt, zoom out. When you can't see what's going on, zoom out. The stock market is like a mountain range. It's a lot of ups and downs when you close up, but from a distance, it's one big long climb upwards. Don't get fucked up over the daily bumps. You got to focus on the long trend, because if you zoom out far enough, all them scary dips just look like small steps on the way to growth. I'll be real with you. When the market fall, it is tough. It's hard. Don't nobody want to watch their portfolio fucking drop. That's exactly when the discipline is being tested, though, and when the wealth is being built. So the truth is, the market gonna dip. If it's nothing to fear, though, it's something to prepare for. You want to keep some money ready. You don't want to hoard a lot of cash, but you want to keep some money ready to buy when the things are on sale. You want to stick to what I taught y'all, the dollar cost averaging plan. Don't stop investing during a downturn. Don't check your portfolio every day. That's how anxiety, that's that anxiety shit. Them the people that like to watch water boil, right? You gonna sit there and watch water boil. You crazy motherfucker. Now look, keep learning. Study how the market recover, because the market always recovers. It works, man. And listen, no matter what the news say, no matter what social media say, no matter what the fuck they say on Reddit, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I don't care what nobody say. Not even me, right? The fundamentals of wealth will never change. You got to be patient. You got to be consistent. And you got to have some, I ain't going to say that. You got to have courage. You got to have some guts. I can say that. All right? Them the real secret ingredients right there. You don't need to predict the future. You don't need to stay calm. Well, you just know you do need to stay calm. You need to stay calm while everybody else is reacting. You need to be cool as a cucumber. I'm telling you that for a reason. I'm telling you that for a reason. It's a lot of adrenaline go off. None of this technical shit, when I show y'all how to read the chart in a minute, that shit don't really matter. All right? What really matters is what you think about when you enter in a trade. It's your mindset. So from now on, when you see them red candles, don't panic. When you hear somebody talk about a recession or don't freeze. Whenever they scared and shit, I want you to think to yourself, this is where the wealth is made. This is where Buddy was talking about. It's true. It's true. All right, so now I got that over with. We're gonna talk about something every investor trade and struggle. Every investor or trader struggle with. And not necessarily the charts, not earnings, not even the feds. I'm talking about ourselves. I don't even want to really go too much into the psychological part of it tonight because I pretty much already did. And I'm going to put a W in the chat if you want to go straight into talking about some individual stocks. Because we can do that. We're going to set the stage. I know y'all been seeing how today was wild as fuck. If you look at your phone, your watch list, and everybody saw what happened today. The market ain't just wobbled, this shit slid. Hold on. Everything just slid down. Everything slid. So before I even go to talking about numbers, let me promise you something. By the time we done tonight, you're going to understand why it happened, what the headlines really meant, how to keep your emotions calm. Y'all know how I do, right? This ain't just about stocks. It's about learning how the financial world move. So money stops happening to you and starts working for you. That's what I want. I want the money to stop happening to you and start working for you. We want the money to make money for you. So all three major U.S. indexes fell hard. The NASDAQ fell, S&P 500, and the Dow Jones. Even the technology stocks took the hardest punch. So when I say tech, that's what I'm talking about. The companies that live in your phone, your laptop, behind every app you touch. And the big ones too, the giants. He said on the game. Now here's the key idea. With those big names, not even with them, but when they move down further, it's like a tide going out. Everything on the beach get pulled back, and that's exactly what happened today. Let me slow down a bit. NVIDIA, let's talk about it. I'm going to go to NVIDIA. Not Tesla, Palantir, Oracle, and NVIDIA right here. So I want you, if y'all don't know about this company, you want to think of this company like the heart of artificial intelligence. They make the chips that power everything from ChatGPT style models to self-driving cars. When everybody started chasing the AI dream, NVIDIA the one that took the fuck off. As soon as everybody jumped on the AI bandwagon, NVIDIA was the one that took off. That, in my opinion, looks like a good setup. It says radical. When prices get too high too fast, even the great companies gotta, anybody that run up a flight of stairs is gonna get tired when they get to the top. So that's what today was. Motherfucker got tired. People started profit taking, but it's not the end of the story. It's not the end of the story for NVIDIA. So I was just saying, like, damn, y'all ain't had an opportunity to get in NVIDIA, but while it was under $200, you missed out. It took the fuck off. Well, it gave you a second chance to get in before it goes up, because you missed the opportunity to get it when it was at $100 earlier this year, right? Oracle, Palantir. This is a data analytics company that works with the governments and big corporations. People love it because it sounds futuristic. Because they connected, this is a unicorn stock. They connected in the government sector they connected in the defense sector and the tech sector. Two different sectors at one time. But today they got hammered. They went the fuck down too. They in a downtrend. Mainly because of a famous investor. Y'all might know who this famous investor is. Mainly because of a famous investor. Y'all might know who this famous investor is. Y'all ever seen this movie right here? Put a W in the chat if you've seen this movie. If not, this your homework. It dropped all the way down to almost 190 over hours. Now it's gaining. This is y'all homework to watch this movie. Put a W in the chat if you've seen it. If you never seen it, say I'm gonna watch it, coach. You ain't gotta say shit. Just tap the screen if you're gonna watch it for me. Y'all feel me? I just need y'all to engage with me because it lets TikTok know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is a good job. You feel me? It's gonna bring me more people. It's gonna push it out to a larger audience. So y'all do me a favor. While I'm yapping, I need y'all tapping. If you learned anything in the live tonight and you haven't hit the follow button yet, please hit the follow button. If you learned anything in the live tonight, tap the screen at least about 10, 20 times for me. That's all I'm asking. Pushes me out to a larger audience. I know it's something silly, but it helps me grow, ladies and gentlemen. It helps me grow. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm help you grow. I'm here to help you grow too. And that's why I named this company Ironworth Trading, because iron sharpens iron. We got to help each other. It's each one teach one. Because iron sharpens iron. We got to help each other. It's each one teach one. Thank you for joining the fan club. I appreciate you for that heart me. Y'all can join the fan club and you can get access to a lot of perks right here on TikTok by hitting that. Yeah, just tap that heart and go ahead and send me that daily heart me so you can become a part of the fan club and you get access to a lot of stuff here on TikTok from me. You hit the, yeah, just tap that heart and go ahead and send me that daily heart me so you can become a part of the fan club and you get access to a lot of stuff here on TikTok from me. You hit the link tree bio, you get access to a lot of other stuff as well. But yeah, Michael Burry, this dude named Michael Burry. This the guy from this movie called The Big Short. Now, he got a fund that's short in Palantir. So when folks hear that name connected to a short bet, oh, motherfuckers get scared real quick. If you go watch that short in Palantir. So when folks hear that name connected to a short bet, oh, motherfuckers get scared real quick. If you go watch the movie, you will see why. It's Buddy at the top of the screen. You can't really see him. Let me see if I use a different picture real quick. Michael Burry is short in Palantir. That's right. Studying Billionaires. Somebody in the chat, his name is Studying Billionaires. I'm going to follow you. His name is Studying Billionaires. And that ain't why I'm following. I'm following because he says his name is, their name, I don't know if it's a he, I'm sorry, pardon me. Their name is Studying Billionaires. And immediately he know that Michael Burry is short in Palantir too. Because listen, that means, especially people who are studying billionaires. Go watch this movie, though. It's a good movie. You can learn a lot from it. You can learn a lot from it. Where was I at, though? Nope, we ain't talking about Tempest AI yet. We talked about NVIDIA. I think I'm on Oracle. Oracle been around for decades. They make databases and cloud software, and they trying to reinvent themselves in the AI era too. But investors looked at the numbers and said, hell no, to the no. And they said, hell no, oh, hell no. Looking at it. They said, we're not impressed. So the stock dropped more than 4%, by about 4%. AMD, another chip maker. Let me see if I got AMD. I know y'all like, bro, why you doing all that damn yelling, bro? You ain't have to do all that damn yelling in my ear just now. My bad, y'all. My bad. I don't think I took a pic of AMD, did I? Yeah, we did. Right here. AMD. Another chip maker. And they in competition with NVIDIA damn near. So they gave guidance that wasn't terrible, but it wasn't exciting either. I think they capped out by how much money they making, but whatever. So when expectations are sky high, not exciting feels like bad. So AMD fell hard too. I got 3 things circled right here on this chart to show you something. Support and resistance right now. I'm going to tell you something about support and resistance. The top orange line where the blue circle is at is showing you the level of resistance. They call it resistance because the price came up to that level and hit it and it didn't go above it. It's almost like a ceiling is there stopping the price from going up. And notice that the candlesticks touched that level about twice. Now, notice it didn't break it. It didn't break above it, didn't close above it. So that was your indication that it was going to go back down to the previous level of support, which is at $237. All right, so if you look to the left of the screen where the candlesticks first started forming, where they was red, that first orange circle that I got is showing you how the price broke below that level of support and went all the way down to $224. And then it went all the way back up to that level of support at 237. But it was resistance when it went back up to it. It broke above it. That's where the second circle is at. The second orange circle. Then the price shot all the way up, eventually hitting 267, not breaking above it, not closing above it. And it shot all the way back down to retest that previous level of support at 237 again. It broke below it. We didn't see any close below it. If we go back below 237, I'm looking at it to retest the same level, 224, that it retested the last time it broke below it. The last two times it broke below it. But I'm just bringing that up anyways. But the fact that Bitcoin crashed kind of like took a dip, like it's dipping anyways. I told y'all months ago we was gonna buy puts on shit that's Bitcoin related, and then buy the bottom whenever Bitcoin finally bottom out. But we don't know how low that shit can go. I really think I want to see 60K on Bitcoin. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, crypto bros. Don't be mad. I want to see 60K so I can get one or two. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get in there, right? Let me get in the trade too. Tesla. Y'all know this supposed to be Elon Musk company, electric cars, robots, solar panels. This shit slipped more than 5% right before they had a shareholder meeting. So whenever big events approach, there's a lot of uncertainty that happen too. All of these shits combined, when all of these combine, that's why the NASDAQ blew red today. I just showed y'all 4 to 5 different stocks that fell down. Yeah, Paco, when that shit dropped down that low, I'm getting some. Yeah. I mean, it ain't far-fetched. It's already down 20K. If it keep going at this rate, it'll definitely hit 80K, Paco. At least 80K. But yeah, people call this shit overvaluation right now. We're going to make it simple. Every stock has a price and an earning power. So when the price runs far ahead of the earnings, that's called overvaluation. It's like paying $100 for a slice of pizza because the last one tasted great. What the fuck? That's what it's like. Eventually someone gonna say, wait, bro, this is just a pizza. That's why everybody keep looking at the situation like, are we in a bubble? It's just a pizza. That's why everybody keep looking at the situation like, are we in a bubble right now? You know? Are we in a bubble? So while the stocks fall and Bitcoin dropped below 100K for the first time since June, right? That shit was hard to see. It's hard to watch. But at the same time, I'm happy as hell. I'm like, yeah, come on down. Come on down, right? Y'all wouldn't be happy to see 50K? Because guess what? The next leg up, we could see $150,000 to $200,000 on Bitcoin. And I also see $1 million on Bitcoin in the future. The chances of Bitcoin not hitting $1 million is slim, man. Bitcoin gonna be $1 million one day. This is not financial advice. You will not try to sue me for me telling you this shit. You're gonna look stupid as hell. So, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just joking. So while the stocks was falling, Bitcoin dropped too. Where the money going? Where is the money going? Ethereum slid almost 10%. Now, the same people who buy risky tech stocks, they buy crypto too. The same people that's buying the technology stocks, they buying crypto too. I think they both. That's why where's the money going? So when the fear hits one corner of the playground, everybody grab their ball and go home. So crypto fell with technology, and we're gonna make it make sense. AI stocks plus crypto. It's the same. It's the same tribe. I almost said some crazy shit. I was finna say they're the same ninjas. So when one shakes, the other one gonna tremble. It's not a mystery. Paco said gold dropped too. Bitcoin follows gold to a certain point too. Y'all know for sure. But the big banks came in while everybody else was panicking. Two big names stepped up to the microphones across the world and gave some speeches. The CEO of Goldman Sachs, his name is David Solomon. I thought it was an interesting name. His mama said, we just gonna give him 2 Bible names. We just gonna name him David Solomon. She said, fuck it. He's the CEO of Goldman Sachs. And then we got Ted Pick. That's the CEO of Morgan Stanley. Both of them speaking at a financial summit in Hong Kong. So they said, look, U.S. stocks are not cheap right now. They somewhere between fair and expensive. They warned about a 10 to 20% correction. They figure this shit is likely to happen in the next year or two. So I'm going to explain what that means. A correction just means the market could fall 10 to 20% just to cool off, right? It ain't the end of the world. It ain't 2008. You know what I'm saying? It's just the market trying to catch its breath. Now, these motherfuckers, they don't control the market, but they might as well. Wells Fargo and BOA did well today, says East. But yeah, this ain't the end of the world. Morgan Stanley even said a 10 to 15% correction would be healthy. That's, I mean, a correction, y'all, just think about it. Like, when you work out, don't you be sweating and shit right after you get done working out? It might not feel comfortable, but it's necessary. It's a weird analogy. I just want you to understand that a correction is necessary. It's something that happens after this shit turn up like that. On Wall Street shaking in their boots, the U.S. government shutdown has now made a tie with the longest ever shutdown in history, 6 weeks. So that means many federal offices are closed, paychecks delayed, crucial data reports like jobs and inflation numbers is not getting released. I want you to think about this shit for a second. We can't see the dashboard. So if you driving in fog and your headlights go out, what you gonna do? Y'all gonna speed up? No. You gonna slow the fuck down. He said falling that 20% is on 2026 agenda, but we'll regain in like 9 months. That makes sense too, Paco. Makes sense. Makes sense. But yeah, we can't see the dashboard. Yeah, we need to slow the fuck down. That's exactly what the market doing is. We need to ease off the gas because we can't see ahead. The Senate and the House keep fighting over temporary funding bills. Republicans hold a 53 to 47 majority in the Senate, but most bills need 60 votes to pass. So they need cooperation from Democrats, supposedly, but no one's budging. Politics might sound distant, but Wall Street watch all this shit because government spending fuels part of the economy. Don't knock me for none of the shit I said. I could care less about either party. We here for the money, right? We here for the money, but I promise you'll get it. It's something called SOFR, the Secured Overnight Financing Rate. Imagine it as the interest rate for banks that they charge each other to borrow money overnight. So whenever that shit jumps sharply, it means the short-term cash is getting tight. The Money Daily News, is this what you do? Release this info during the Asian market? Well, I don't give a fuck what time it is or what the price of rice is in China. Paco, I'm just playing. I'll release it at night though. I just do it whenever I go live. It's random as hell. People ask me when I go live. It's random as hell. It could be 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, rock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock face out. I don't know what time it's going to be when I come on. Real talk. But it's going to be between 11 and 4. That's when I'm the most creative, the most active. I probably might find some shit throughout the day and write it down and be like, okay, I got to talk about this in the live tonight. Oh, I got to talk about this tomorrow. And we built the itinerary together. If matter of fact, right now, while y'all in here, tell me what you would like to learn, and I'll make sure that tomorrow when I come on here, that's what we're gonna cover. Francisco said he moves like the market. That's right. That's right. So if you got a 401k or an independent retirement account and you just learning how to invest, this kind of day can scare the fuck out of you. You open your app up and you see red numbers and think, should I sell? I'm here to tell you, fuck no. This is not financial advice, but no. If you long term, right? Corrections are a part of the game. This is history gonna show you that the market always recovered. Always. You want me to go over Fibonacci, Paco? I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. Then we're gonna talk about the Fibonacci. Which one? You want to talk about both of them? We'll talk about both of them. The Fibonacci retracement tool and the Fibonacci extension. I'm gonna talk about Fibonacci all together. We're gonna talk about the golden ratio tomorrow. So hit the follow button so you don't miss that live. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss that live as well. Now, where was I? I keep hitting y'all with the uhs. Where I was at? What was I finna say? Let me see. Yeah. Y'all know about volume? Y'all know about volume? Y'all paid attention to what happened today in the market. It was like a battlefield. You know what I'm saying? But I want you to pay attention to volume because it's going to measure, it's going to help you. Volume is just a measure of how many shares or contracts are being bought and sold, and it's going to help you. It's going to get you to know. Some people get scary and it was low volume. They get excited and it was low volume, or it was a lot of volume. You got to understand which one is your friend whenever it's your friend. It sounds simple, right? But it's actually one of the most powerful indicators that the market got. You can trade off volume and price action alone. Think of it like of a crowd at a concert. Let me show you right here. Think of volume like a crowd at a concert. If 100 people clap quietly, you barely notice. But if 10,000 people are screaming, waving, and stomping, that's gonna tell you some shit is happening. That's volume. In the stock market, whenever you see volume shoot up like it do or like it does, that's telling you that someone big is moving money. Not us, not small retail traders. I'm talking about the institutions, hedge funds, and banks, the ones who trading for the most part in the after hours, but they trade with us too. I'm just saying, but them the ones who still trading after we can't trade no more. So when Tesla fell more than 5%, the volume was extremely high. That tells us a lot of people, including institutional investors, were selling. It wasn't just random. NVIDIA, Palantir, and Oracle, they all had higher than normal volume. That means professional money is actively making decisions. They either buying, selling, or hedging. They look like they were selling. Volume also helps confirm trends. If a stock drops on high volume, that's real weakness. If it drops on low volume, it's just noise. It ain't real. It's noise. Noise. Beginners often ignore this. But volume is your first clue to what's really happening. You're going to really know what the fuck going on paying attention to volume. Volume going to tell you the story behind every move, so listen to it. We done went over a lot. Dollar cost averaging, volume. I think I'd have been on this thing for like 3 hours. It's like a 3-hour live stream. It's like a 3-hour live stream. I'm finna speed it up. I'm finna speed it up. Face side, no, he didn't just try to hit that. Well, I want to talk about this channel that I see on SPY real quick. We're going to talk about the channel I see on SPY. Hold on. All right, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna give y'all a price action masterclass before I go. We're gonna do a pure price action masterclass. No indicators, just candles. You know what I'm saying? Structure, trend line, support and resistance. By the end, you're gonna know how to read this chart and build a simple trading plan from it. Now remember, this is educational, not financial advice. You're gonna always size small. You're gonna pay attention to your risk, point that out ahead of time, and follow a plan. Now we're looking at this chart. You pay attention. Now you notice that the time runs from the left to the right. The price is on the right axis. Maybe y'all weren't paying attention in school when they taught us about the X and Y axis, but it's okay. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Look at the right side of the chart. That's the price axis. Each candle shows the fight between the buyers and the sellers for that period. The body is where the deal got done. The wicks is gonna show you the rejection. Green is when the buyers closed in control. Red is showing you that the sellers closed in control. Those horizontal lines are levels. Those are support and resistance levels. Prior highs or lows or obvious pivot areas, right? These are obvious points where the price is going to change or change that before. The diagonal light gray line, it looked like it's white, is showing you a channel. A trend with a ceiling and a floor. This is a trend line. It got a ceiling and a floor, the top and the bottom. So the first thing I do, I'm going to look at what's the overall direction. I'm looking for lower highs and lower lows. That's going to tell me that we in a downtrend. You see how each push up gets turned back down? Every time it go up, it go back down. And it's under this top trend line. Every time it hit that top trend line, it go back down. It hit the top, it go back down. It hit the top, it go back down. Yes, Tim Tonka. One of them is just cost a fraction of what the other one does. That's it. Don't even complicate it. One cost a fraction of what the other one does. He asked me, can you please explain what SPX 500 is compared to the regular XPY or SPX? They just brothers and sisters, cousins, and you know what I'm saying? That's how I like to look at it. But you can be technical and go look up the definition. Just ask Chat GPT that question, Tim Tonka. Is gonna give you the exact definition. We self-taught. But either way it go, I want to find the overall direction, and we can see right now what type of trend it's in. Now, where is price inside this trend? Yeah, because it is, Tim Tonka. It is. But where is price inside this trend? Right now, we in the lower half of the channel. And that's pointing towards buying puts or towards the sellers. So my default bias is still short until the structure changes. Who was in here yesterday? He says, but you're right. I could have asked ChatGPT. Now, I don't mean no type of way when I say that, Tim Tonka. I want people to become used to using. I'm going to write a book on how to use AI to trade. I don't think y'all understand. Like, it will help you understand simple shit. So use it as your teacher. Tell it. If you don't have me around, I think it'll do not just as good, but almost as good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't Cedric. It ain't me. But when you can't get to me, it's cool to have that in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You can just pull it out and ask it a simple question like, hey, explain this to me like I was a kid. Come on now. Let's not make excuses. We live in the age of information. Not saying you making excuses. I'm just talking about the other one. SPY gonna be red today, and I'm scared. We talked about this yesterday, Malarkey. I'm gonna keep on saying that because I really did pinpoint exactly what the fuck was gonna happen today. Yesterday. We talked about it the day before that. But today is a new day. It's 3 a.m. Wednesday, November the 5th, where I'm at. We're gonna make today twice as good as yesterday and half as good as tomorrow. But anyways, where is price inside this trend? Right now, we in the lower half. I'm going to mark the major levels. I'm looking at $689. It's clearly the level of resistance. The price pushed all the way up to here, and it failed to go above it. That's a sell wall until it is convincingly broken. We got to see this shit break, and I got to be convinced. I got to be convinced. I got to see some confirmation candles close above 689 for me to be bullish. If not, I'm still gonna remain bearish if it ever get back up there and don't do that. Now 685. Look at 685. The price went up to 689, came back down and hit 685 2 times, and it fell down from there. That's intermediate. That's the medium resistance from a failed bounce. The buyers tried, but the sellers won. Under that, 679. That's the prior support that broke and turned into resistance. This is your classic support becomes resistance flip. 667. That's major support. I'm usually bullish, but was feeling bearish until close. Makes sense. But yeah, that's the major support level right there. If I'm moving too fast, y'all, go ahead and feel free to inbox me and say, Coach, you was moving too fast. I need more time with you. I understand. You got to inbox me and I got you. Don't put it here in the chat. You got to inbox me, your name and your number, so I can make sure I get up with you outside of the live stream. Levels are not pennies exact. They zones. So it ain't going to be exact, but it's a zone. I'm going to give it a little wiggle room from that level. The level's going to let me know the price going to come back to that area. Look to the left of this chart at the purple line at the bottom. The price came up from that level, went all the way up to the top purple line at 689, and it's making its way back down to where you think it's finna go. Let's make it simple. I just said all of that to say this. When you bounce a fucking ball on the floor and it hit the ceiling, and it hit the floor again, and it hit the ceiling, that's just like the price hitting 667, then going up to 689, and it's finna come back down and hit the floor. It hit the ceiling, it hit the floor, it hit the ceiling. It's bouncing. It's bouncing up and down. And if it doesn't break below it, it is going to come back up. I always say that, y'all, because it's really, really not complicated once you pay attention to it that way. Yeah, it's really not complicated. But yeah, price made a swing near that high, pulled back, tried again near the channel, top fell, and it failed again. It's creating higher highs at first, but then it started making lower highs. You even look at the top. You want to look at the channel too. Trend lines and channels. Now, how do I draw this? I connect at least 2 swing highs for the top, and then clone or parallel it. I'll basically draw another trend line and do the same shit for the bottom. I got to make sure that it's touching. The more touches, the more valid. You pull out a toolbox and you draw trend lines. It's not hard. I'll show you how to do that too. I'll show you how to do that too. I'll show you how to stunt. Hold on. So if you look at this price right now, I'm going to show you what you're looking at. A descending channel. A down channel. We are in a down channel on S&P right now. Right? So we have a downtrend inside of a descending channel. That's what you're looking at. A downtrend inside of a descending channel. This is pointing toward buying puts. This is pointing toward shorts until the shit flips, until the structure flips. The structure gonna flip. Notice that after it's in a certain channel, at some point, it flips in the other direction. Right? So I wanna pretty much, my setup is gonna retest the failure under the 679 that we was looking at, or the lower high inside the upper mid channel. I'm gonna show y'all. I gotta show y'all again, but I don't want to leave this. I want to leave this up for a second. I'm gonna leave this up for a second. Because I want you to understand that this is what SPY is in. So I want to see if it'll come back up and retest 679 again. Maybe even 682. But I don't expect it to break above the top gray line. The top gray trend line. It's slanted downwards. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can without having a mouse on the screen to point at the line I'm talking about. But I hope y'all know I'm talking about the top trend line, the top gray slanted line going from the top left of the screen to the bottom, right where it says 679. I just did all this explaining. I know y'all understand what the hell I'm talking about. When the price come back up to that level, and don't go above that trend, that line, it'll come back down. And when it come back down this next time, we could see 667 this next time. So I want to see the price come all the way back up to 679, 680. And then if it doesn't break above, if the price don't hit 683 or 684, it'll come all the way back down again. I know this because I'm using the trend lines. I'm waiting for it to break. It could be invalidated if the price breaks below the bottom trend line and doesn't go back up. Then I just know it's going straight down. Either way it go, I got a plan. If you learned anything in the live stream tonight, do me a favor and hit the follow button. I just talked till I'm purple in the face, ladies and gentlemen. I'm real life purple in the face. So I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call it a night. Hit the follow button if you are new here, right? I want to make sure y'all don't miss it. Hit the follow button if you are new here, right? I want to make sure y'all don't miss another live stream. You don't want to miss another live stream at all. If you learned anything here tonight, that's the least you could do for me is hit and tell me what would y'all like to learn about in the next show before I leave. I did read a couple of people's comments, but please don't forget to mention it right now. Let me know what you would like to learn in the next live stream. It helps me with my future shows. Sometimes I wonder, like, hey, what do they want to hear me talk about? Go ahead and tell me in the comment section what you would like to learn the next time I go live. Right, and I may be coming to a city to you. Yes, I do in-person training. I got seminars coming in the beginning of January, actually mid-January towards February as well. The first half of the year, I'll just say the first half of next year. And I have dates coming in the cities that you see listed at the bottom of this flyer. So if you in Vegas, I'm coming there. I'm coming to Atlanta. If you in Cleveland, we'll be coming to there. I'll be in Houston, New Jersey as well. I'm going to a couple of places in Ohio. If you are located in Indiana, also reach out to me as well. That's right. So yeah, y'all hit the link in the bio too. Hit the link tree in the bio. And remember, a trade should only go one or four ways. A big win, a small win, a break even. That means you ain't win or lose. A big win, a small win, a break even. That means you ain't win or lose. You got the break even, or a small loss. You should never lose a lot of money. A lot of money is never, losing a lot of money is not an option. Inbox me, Fancy Nancy, for pricing. I will get with you right away. But TikTok does not play that shit. TikTok does not play that shit. For real. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning. Make sure you reach out to me. Make sure you reach out to me with your name and your number so that I can contact you. Also, I'm offering work from home positions, exclusive work from home positions for those who are serious inquiries only, right? You got to have a high work ethic, high energy beings only. Yes, I do training sessions, Fancy Nancy. I thank you for asking. Yes, I do. If you're interested, inbox me your name and your number.